Lucky effort.
Lucky fuck.
Right? Nice,
Fucking hell out.
nice mouth.
You do a lot of ass kissing.
Hey,
I don't
happy
do
4th
that.
of July, everybody.
Damn right. Happy Independence Day, y'all.
Right on. We, you know,
Happy 4th of July.
I haven't been in the right place lately, and I was talking with Stump. I texted Stump, and I go, my computer. I had to go to a cookout today, and I actually didn't want to even go. That's about the mood I've been in, and it actually wound up to be a decent time.
Awesome.
So that was all right. So then I started feeling a little So then I said, you know what? I think I'll have a chat tonight. I don't have to be at work until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And so I get to sleep late, you know, and I don't have to get up till 6:30. I'm going to be like, wow. Anywho, I said, I text Stump. I was thinking I'm going to do a chat. Then my computer decided to want to do an update, and we all know how updates go on my computer. Okay.
Yep.
Because it Stump, if it updates within 2 hours, Stump, I'll have one.
That's what the text said verbatim right there.
You know. So, but anyway, happy 4th of July. We got a bunch of invites out, but as of right now, we have Mr. Rich the Tactical Plumber with us. We have the Stumper with us, and we have the luckiest sumbitch in Michigan with us. Why am I calling Stevie the lucky son? Why am I calling Stalker of the Steves a lucky son bitch? Well, I hope I don't screw up his name. Ebomi had a
little teeny tiny small channel. You may have heard of the motherfucker.
Yeah, I never have, to be honest with you. I never watched one of his videos, to be totally honest with you. So Steve hit Ebomi's friggin' AR-10 giveaway
extravaganza
with all the fixins.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, right. So I get a Johnny Master of Arms done. Facebooks me and says, "Yo, Mikey, call Stevie, let him know that he hit Ebomi's fucking thing." He goes, "No joke." I'm not joking. I'm like, okay. So I call Steve. I got his message. I got his machine. And I text him. I'm like, dude, you won fucking. And then Stevie called me back like 10 minutes later. I go, dude, you hit fucking what's his name's thing? He's like, get the fuck. I said, no, I swear to God, I'm not lying. I says, Johnny Facebooked me. I said, I'm not, no joke. And I go, so, go watch the video, go do whatever, go contact him, go do whatever you got to do. And sure and shit, Stevie does it. And the rest is history.
Absolutely.
So,
real.
With all that, congratulations, Mr. Stock Steve. I'll get to you in a minute. I just want to say hello to everybody out in the on the chat room. But good for you, Stevie. Well deserved, well earned, and feel free to make your way to Massachusetts with the AR-10.
Yeah, right. They'll confiscate that at the border.
Shit.
No, isn't it just 15s we can't have, Richie?
Can't have any of them.
No.
Yeah, I'd be better off shooting for Canada.
So no shit, right? So Stumper was the first one in. Good to have you with us, Stump, and I'm glad that you answered your text. Life with Laura.
Me too.
Life with Laura. Hello, and welcome to the. I would almost say the Quagmire, but it's not the Quagmire tonight, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to the chat. Welcome to. It's nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Stalker Steve's, of course, in here with us. Lucky Pants, fucking Stevie. You have a beautiful Sandy's Passions. How are you? Happy 4th of July.
Good woman right there.
Oh, absolutely. Good and great.
That's
Mr. Steve B, how the hell are you? Great to see you.
Right
happy 4th, Steve B. STL Tony, how the hell you been, brother? Great to see you. Happy 4th. G-Trap, happy 4th to you also, sir. Great to see you. Who am I missing? Hey, Craig, happy 4th, brother. Good to see you.
Greg?
No, Craig Dweller.
Oh. I misunderstood what you said there.
I'm sorry. it's kind of hard with 42 missing teeth.
I don't feel bad. I'm not far behind you on that.
That's right. That's gonna get worked out too as soon as I buy a house.
Of course, that Yankee accent ain't helping none.
Huh?
That Yankee accent of yours ain't helping none.
Yeah, well, So, Stalker Steve, why don't you take it over? I'll tell him you won the AR-10, and now you can go from there.
Cool. First of all, I'd like to shout out Life with Laura Michaels. She's been around a little while. She popped up on my channel when I had my very first giveaway, I think.
Really?
Yeah, she's a quiet watcher, you might say, but she is now.
That's fine. We love quiet. We love silent watchers.
She has now fired up her own channel, and she's getting into bushcraft, and she's getting camping with her husband.
Awesome.
And starting.
Oh yeah.
Life. So
welcome, Laura.
Go check her out. She's got a couple of pretty cool videos up.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Definitely have to go check that out.
We'll absolutely do that. You guys, if you please go do that. We love having new people here.
Right. And Miss Laura, welcome to the wonderful world of spending a fortune to live like a bum. We're all guilty of it. Nothing like being out in the woods.
Right.
So for all us gun-loving people, what did you win, Steven?
I have top-notch, biggest, most beautiful AR-10 rifle, which is AR-15 Big Brother. It is actually in 308, not 5.56. So a little bit more powerful, a little heavier, a little bigger. But the guy, all via donations, has put every bell and whistle you can possibly cram on a rifle on this rifle. It is absolutely drop dead beautiful, sniper style rifle. And then there's a whole pile of stuff that people donated, and the cause was Justin's Final Mission. And they are helping out suicidal veterans and veterans that are having a hard time. They are actually building private cabins, and the veteran and or his family can go there and just get away for a while, get some counseling, get some help. So it's a wonderful cause, and that's also ongoing. There's a bunch more giveaways coming up. They're doing a kids giveaway with a bunch of 22 caliber rifles and pistols.
Let me interrupt you for 1 sec. Can you go in the chat and put his channel name in there, please?
Okay, I will.
So everybody can go to the channel and go to, so they'll, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. This guy is not the whole shooting match. He's just representing. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's fine.
So while you're in the external, if you leave that, Justin's Final Mission, capitalized or something, just make a point so everybody can see it and go check it out. So pretty sure there's a website for it as well.
Turn the light on for your sisters. Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the mute button. Shit.
No, it's all good, brother.
Final Mission first.
Turn the light on for your sister.
That's the cause in the donation.
Go down and do the outside one.
Well, you can't click on my links over there. You'll have to hand type it in. And then the channel I went through is Ebomi.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you, Steve. And I want to apologize for that shout. I thought I hit the button.
No, that's okay.
It's your house, your family, your chat.
No, I know, but I don't want to be rude.
The Real Cobra Burnout is pretty heavily involved with Justin's Final Mission also. So
yeah, he's going to invite tonight too. I just haven't seen him, and I got to talk to him too because I just found out that I don't have, what do you call him no more?
Herpes, or what'd you get rid of?
Well, I got rid of that. See, look.
Please tell me you didn't lose another knife.
No, I don't have. I don't have 2-day. What do they call it no more? What do you call that on Amazon? 2-day shipment, 2-day whatever.
Oh, that Prime thing.
It's gonna take forever now for that knife to get out there. So
the man's got patience. It'll be all right.
I want him to know that he should be getting it soon. Bird Dog 1220 7. Hello, beautiful, and happy 4th of July.
Right on. Hello, young lady.
Everybody, you have to go out in YouTube land and check out her latest video.
Yes.
Right
I'll do
on.
that.
Oh my.
Right?
What am I missing?
Oh,
We can't
you'll know when
say out loud. How you been, Bird Dog? Great to see you, sweetheart.
Mikey, we won't tell you and leave it as an incentive to go watch that video.
right.
I always watch Bird Dog's videos
Twice.
when I get. You know that.
On the
Right
big
on.
screen.
Bird Dog's my buddy. So we were having a conversation before we came online. Before we came live, I'm sorry. What the hell were we talking about? I'm getting old. I'm getting old. This is just horrific because I said, "Hey guys, let's continue this online and on live." And damn, I'm getting old.
I can't help you out either. I remember a truck thing, a little
Oh, no,
bit.
we were talking about Richie got a new vehicle, and then he had to use the wife's car to go do a job.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can just
The
see
Mustang GT doing plumbing.
That ain't bad, huh? Plumber shows up in a Mustang GT.
with a water heater on the roof.
No, it was just a leak. I just got to shut a valve off. That's all I did.
Well, shut a
But,
valve off, but you probably showed up with like a valve wrench, a little propane bottle, with a burner and some solder and a handful of copper fittings and such, right?
But that's a trade that I actually went to school for, and I couldn't get into the shop, and I wound up going back to my high school. But after I got back to my high school, I never pursued it. And until this day, I kick myself in the ass when I'm pursuing that trade. So now I just tinker. I call my brother if it's like something major, and if it's something small, and I'll say, hey, if I do it this way, he'd be like, he'll Cobra, you got the outside chat on?
No.
There's a huge echo coming back. Oh, it's gone.
Hey, Cobra.
Happy 4th, brother.
Right on. Happy Independence Day, Cobra.
Hey, congrats to Stalker Steve there.
No shit, right?
Right.
We were just talking about that.
Holy crap.
Kelly Parks, how the hell are you, sweetheart? Good to see you.
Yep.
Happy 4th, Kel.
Steve, we were
Happy Independence Day to everybody.
Thank you, sir.
right on. You too, brother. But Steve, you were talking about your newly acquired AR-10 there, thanks to everything with Evomi and Justin's Final Mission, and you mentioned Cobra being somewhat of an advocate for Justin's Final Mission.
Right on, big time.
So,
Yeah,
Cobra, why don't you go ahead and elaborate on all of that, please?
Oh,
Sorry,
sure.
Mike.
Don't be.
All right, so yeah, Justin's Final Mission was something that a lot of YouTubers picked up, and Justin was a major in the Army, and he actually died of cancer. But before he died, his final mission was to try to help other veterans out that have PTSD, and things like that. Try to bring that suicide rate down, and he got involved with the organization called Active Heroes. And you can check them out, activeheroes.org, 100% charity. You know how you hear some of these charities like, stealing the money and stuff.
Right.
So far, we haven't seen any of that from this group, and it's a good group. And they basically just they build cabins and stuff, and they offer counseling for veterans in need and offer them kind of a getaway so they can get away from life and for a minute and get counseling that they need and turn their lives around. And so a lot of the YouTubers started this hashtag Justin's Final Mission. We kind of just picked up his mantle once he, left us, here on earth and went to the Lord, so to speak. And we picked that mantle up for him. And this last round, we've raised the group of guys on YouTube raised a little over $17,000 for this group, and
Nice.
Steve there was a part of that, donating and stuff. And the last round, eBomi gave away an AR-10 as a kind of a fundraiser, and my man Steve over there is going to get it. He won.
Awesome.
Have you Steve, have you called
Oh,
eBomi?
so go ahead.
Yeah, I talked to him on the phone. I didn't have his phone number, so I PM'd him my phone number, and he called me right back. I was actually talking to Stump, and as soon as I hung up, he called back. And what a nice fella. I mean, he just bullshitted with me like he knew me all along,
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
I bet you we talked for a good hour and a half.
Hello,
Oh, yeah.
Dave, Pacific Northwest Sasquatch Research. How you been, Dave? Good to see you. Happy
Maybe
4th,
that's a long name.
right?
Right on.
We're just gonna call
Cobra,
him.
go ahead,
ahead.
Mike. I'm sorry.
We're just gonna call it Dave's Pacific DP.
Right
No,
on.
because then we'll have two DPs. We got Delaware Patriot. We'll have to call him. We'll just call him Dave. Big Dave.
There you go.
Right?
Well, before we get too off track on the whole Justin's final mission ordeal, Cobra, you were saying that they're actually that's the hashtag that goes along with another organization or group. Is there any way you can put information or links to all that for anyone who happens to know a veteran who needs this sort of help, or any way to get folks in touch with that? If you could put that in external, that'd be a beautiful thing, man.
Yep. Let me
Right on.
I'll get it over there in the external.
Yeah, that'd be great. And all you and hello to all my speaking of which, hello, Uncle Cal. Happy 4th of July,
Right on.
Uncle Cal. That'd be great. So the silent watches, you guys Cobra's gonna do that. So you guys can
And there are
take a look, see it also. And,
get in on it because there are more giveaways coming as incentives.
Right on.
I don't know how they're going to work it out. I just know they're going to have them. Those guys will have to do the details, right?
right.
Mhm.
See, guys like Richie and I, we would just have to, give it to somebody else because we live in a little communistic friggin'. It being the 4th of July, me saying communist, I know is wrong, and I get all that.
It is
But
what
it
it
being the
is.
4th of July and Rich and I living where we live, we don't have certain freedoms that everybody else has to own AR-10s.
Well,
Right.
I'm
But
hoping it
on,
will change for you guys.
So
yes, definitely. But while Mike's on that topic, and Mike, I hate to hijack you, chat here, but I'm kind of going to for a second.
go right ahead.
For anybody that is in one of these states that is a little less than friendly towards our Second Amendment, don't let that discourage you from putting any kind of funding you can towards like Justin's final mission in this charity. Skip your coffee one morning, put that $2 or $3 towards it. Organizations like this, man, every penny they get, they put it to good use.
Right?
And these are people that have defended your right to walk down the street wearing a t-shirt of your choice. These are people that have died so that we can be free. They put their ass on the line for our freedom. The draft's not in effect anymore, man. They volunteered for that shit.
Right?
Skip lunch one day, man. $5, $10, whatever you blow on that. Skip a trip to Walmart one week. Just
And
do a little something to help these guys that have, put everything on the line. These men and women, they went over there, they've seen and been through shit that would make most people shit in their pants.
Yep.
They made it home, and now the rest of the country is just treating them like a second-class bum.
right on.
I mean,
And they made it real easy to donate there too. Once you have to
yes.
get registered with your email just to show that you're a legit person. And you can set it up as a one-time donation, or you can set it up as a $10 once a month. Anything, all kinds of different, ways you can do it.
Right.
Real quick, I want to say goodnight to Laura and thank you, Laura, for showing up. I hope
Right on.
not in too much pain anymore. Great to have you and hope to see you again.
Good night, Laura.
Indeed.
Vborg 001, my friend. Happy 4th of July. Good to see
Right
you.
on. Yeah, man, we do everything that we enjoy about being an American, being free. We owe to our servicemen and women.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not even going to pretend to know what it's like to come home. Because to be honest with you, I don't. The couple of people that I do know that were in Iraq, I got one that's totally deaf in one ear. But him and I had a conversation. He doesn't suffer from PTSD as defined, you know, in the definition.
Mm-hmm.
He does have night terrors probably once or twice a month. But
Yeah.
so I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know what these girls and guys go through.
It's the real deal.
All I know is that none of it's good. And,
Exactly.
you know, like Stump said, you know, they're there for us. And, you know, all the guys and girls that served even prior, you know, they're all there for us. So,
Yes, and if you do the math, man, they ain't doing it for the money.
yeah.
You do the math, the hours per day they're on the clock, so to speak, versus what they make. Most of them make less than a waitress in China.
I'd love to understand. I'd like to know who the hell spread the rumor years ago that that you go to join the service and make a ton of money, because I just, yeah, if you're an officer and you put 20 years in, yeah, your pension's pretty cool. It's not 50, 60, 70 grand worth of a pension a year.
No, it's
okay, but it's a pension.
Yeah,
okay.
If you live like a hermit, you could live off of it. You're still gonna need a job when you get out.
Still gonna work, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so maybe they can make this the next one Massachusetts compliant.
Because
it's all about me. It's all about me and Rich and Cragswell. Cragswell, if he's still here, it's all about
me.
You know, and
sure.
You know, no, but it's still a great thing to do, and I think it's awesome what they're doing.
Yes, it is indeed an extremely awesome thing that they're doing. And again, if you're in a state where firearms are frowned on or whatever, you know, or even if you're not into guns, okay, you like being able to be free?
Yeah.
Dude, take anything will help. You know, $1, $5, $100, $1,000, whatever you can do. And like Steve said, it can be a one-time thing. It can be a whenever you can thing. It can be a, you know, $10, $20, whatever every month.
Yeah. $10 a lunch at McDonald's.
Can I have 1 second?
Sure.
1 second?
Hi, Stump.
Hey, darling.
Camera allowed to say hi to Stump.
Hey, darling.
They just got home from the fireworks. A friend of mine took him into a wall, and I won't. Well, that's just a whole other ugly story.
Right on.
Anywho, Mike, these guys should make a little trailer video that some of us can put at the end of our videos. I would do it for you guys since I'm broke, but advertising I could do.
That's a good idea.
Hell
Dave?
yeah. Cobra,
Dave?
jump on that, dude.
Dave, Cobra. Is Cobra with us?
I think he was just putting up a video.
All right. Dave, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Hopefully, if you're still here and Cobra gets back, right, I'll ask Cobra if they can do something like that, because you know what? You're right. There are people, and you're looking at one, okay, that Can't give, but I think your idea of advertising that
Right on.
out there, especially with your channel, holy hell no.
Well,
Right on.
In your video description, if you type hashtag Justin's Final Mission,
Yep.
it will highlight and people can click on it and see what it is.
All right, Dave, did you
Okay.
hear that? Because that'd be great.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Make a trailer people can use. That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Because we know that there are people that, I know, like Stump said, it's one less coffee or one less lunch or what have you. We
Yeah.
also know that there are people who don't go out for coffee. They
Right.
don't go out for lunch.
Yeah.
So we were just saying, if you're one of those guys or girls that every day stops for a cup of coffee, stop 3 times a week instead of 5, and the 2 times a week, hit the
Yeah.
10. I think that's what Stump was
Right. I mean,
getting to.
I'm not saying you have to place a financial value on your freedom, because there is no financial value on freedom. Freedom is bought with blood. It always has been, always will be. But everybody can do something, monetary or not. Like Mike and Dave here were just saying, anything we can do to get this word out there, and people who can, please do.
Yeah, I mean, if you, it's all about doing what you can. It's not about, sending a check for $300. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Well, most of these giveaways that they have, actually, they're kind of a raffle.
Right.
Yeah.
They usually run for quite a while, so you have ample opportunity to
And a
donate.
lot of right, and a lot of them are donations, right? So it's
Yeah.
like, especially these big, huge ones. Stevie, Dave wrote out there, if you would say that again.
Links.
Yeah, he said if you can either PM him or comment on a video that he has.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll.
And he says the links are a good idea, but a video about 20 seconds long, and that would be ideal. He's right. A video 20 seconds long would hit home first. Bang, boom. But
Damn right.
we know how to do that, Dave. The link will work better
Right on.
for now until, like I said, till we get Cobra back, and then we'll figure out if Cobra can get in contact with whoever is quote unquote, in charge, so to speak. Not in charge, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right. Put us all in touch with someone who has the information so we can
Right.
get things rolling.
Right.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss? Sound like I missed
Cobra.
something good.
So
I
Dave,
went and got my headphones. I was giving y'all feedback.
all right, Cobra, Dave's Pacific Northwest Sasquatch. Okay, he's out in the comment section.
All right, let me
Okay.
pull that up.
He brought up a grand point. He said he says, Mike, these guys should make a little trailer video that some of us can put at the end of our videos.
Oh,
He would do it for you guys since he's having a tough time. He doesn't have the money to donate. He
Yeah.
says, but advertising he would do all the time. And I don't know if you're familiar with Dave's channel. Dave's got a good channel. So
Oh yes.
and he was wondering if they can make a 20-second trailer, or if there is already one made, if he can tag it on the end of his videos.
so this would be like for the ongoing fundraising or for the
Yes.
next giveaway type of thing,
Yeah.
or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the next giveaway and possibly, information on how to get a hold to the main organization and
Oh yeah.
just any and all information you can express, in say 20, 30 seconds.
20, 30
And that way
seconds.
there he can put at the end of his video, he can he can edit his video and apply that to all his videos.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, that I don't know if Ebommy can make a 30-second video in his lifetime because his are like a freaking hour long. You know what I'm saying? But somebody in the thing, I know John Solar makes little trailer vids all the time, and he's a big part of that fundraising. So that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll pass that along, and we can put that out there, and then they can basically download it, and save it, or whatever. I don't know how they'll do it, but add it to theirs.
Dave wants us to say it out loud again. Oh, the link, Dave, or the way how to do it, Dave? Which one? He's asked. He's out in the comment section asking how to. He says, "Say it again. I'll test the link idea." All right, Stevie, say it again.
Say what?
The link.
Justin's final mission.
Right, but
And the parent organization as well.
now explain to him how to do it.
I'll show him. I'll just write it again.
Outstanding.
He said, "Say it out loud," because I think he's on the.
Whoops.
I think he's on. I think you opened up another page, so if you say it out loud for him, he can do it as you're saying it.
All right. Hashtag Justin's final mission. All one word.
And where does he put it?
You put it in your video description,
Mhm.
and it will highlight. And then you can click on it, and we'll take you away to Never Never Land.
And that was started by I don't remember who started, but we started like this 100 vid run. We all did like 100 vids each, like last year, and it was towards the end of the year promoting Justin's final mission, and we would put that hashtag Justin's final mission. So when you Google that, you'll come up with all kinds of like of our vids and different stuff. And usually the information for the fundraiser is at the end or down in the comment section of any one of those vids. It was just a way to get it out in the Google sphere.
Right.
Google owns everything, you know. So you hashtag it, and we're just trying to make the biggest push possible, and we're just going to keep going with it.
Right.
You know, keep building on it.
Cool. I hope that helps you out, Dave.
Yep.
Now, back to something else we were looking at before we came live. Stump, why don't you say something so I can lock on you? Number one.
Okay, what do you want me to say here, and why are you locking on me? You don't want to run all these people off looking at my
Keep
ugly
going.
face.
Shut up.
Well, you just told me to say something, bitch. Make up your mind.
Well, I'm trying. Okay, now I locked on you. Now why don't you? I'm going to pretend you're Mr. Tolley, and why don't you show the people what you were making today?
Oh, we
Uh-oh.
went from something worthwhile and serious to this junk.
Yeah.
I had a buddy I work with. He had an Uncle Mike's holster, had a plastic clip. He didn't like it. He broke it. And he knows I do tinker with leather a little bit. And I just dropped it. And he asked me if I could make him one and what it would cost him. So I told him, you pay for the metal clip, which come out to be $10. So for $10, he's getting that leather holster.
Now, what ounce leather did you use?
That is 9, I believe. Either 8 or 9, one or the other.
So that's a stiff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you're not.
Could break in nice, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I told him to wrap his little. I forgot what pistol it's for now. But I told him to wrap it up in saran wrap really good. And take a spray bottle, mist the inside of this thing and the outside, shove it in there, and leave it alone for about an hour. And then take his gun out, take the saran wrap off, and make sure he dewaters the shit out of it. And then just leave this to dry for another hour or two, and he's good to go.
Looks good. Nice job, sir.
Not bad for, little country boy living down in the woods.
NH Chopper, how the hell are you, bro?
Right on.
Happy 4th.
You You guys hear the fireworks in the background?
Yeah.
Right on.
Mr. G Mangos, happy 4th, brother.
Right
Mr.
on,
G
brother
Mangos.
G.
G,
Oh.
I'm gonna yell at you for a second, bro.
Uh-oh.
So, and Stump can attest to this because he was there.
You ever feel like you're getting dragged into something?
Oh yeah.
So G
Under the
Mangos
bus
puts on.
wearing concrete boots, the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
So G Mangos puts on, says he's gonna have a chat. So I go over, and there's a bunch of people in the chat room. We're shooting the shit. You started moving today. What the hell are you moving?
You leaving life out there in the country, dude? What the fuck?
Anyways,
Crickets
G.
have got to be part of your thing, man. What the hell?
Hey, Stump. When was it? Last week? The week before? Last week?
Mike, it happened more than fucking 15 seconds
No, I'm
ago. You're
talking
asking
about
me
a
to
week-
remember.
What's up, Cupcake Mike? I like. No, it's not Cupcake Mike. It's friggin'
Cupcakes.
Tomahawk.
There you go.
Listen. So you
Hey,
had a chat.
Hang on. Yeah, Mike, lock on to Cobra, please, so everybody can see him while we're all talking.
This is what the donation site looks like.
All right, hang on. Let me go. Whoa. Let me get on Cobra. All right, there we go.
That's the site right there.
All right, guys. That's the site for Justin's final mission, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So when you go to the hashtag and it brings you the yada yada yada, that's what you're supposed to be looking at.
Yes.
We're
Yeah,
one
guys.
of the I'll say this, we're one of the fundraisers. We've raised the most, and it's a conglomerate because different people knew Major Fitch throughout his life, and they're doing their own little fundraisers. But it all goes, if you look in the top left, to Active Heroes. And so no one's skimming off the top or nothing. It's 100%. This is like their website that they use to fundraise through. And so
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you betcha.
Steve, if you would, after the chat, send Cobra my number so I can get in touch with him somewhere along one of the next few of these giveaways that they're all doing.
Okay.
Especially if something's pistol related, maybe I can make a holster to throw in there along with it for him or
Yeah,
something.
Awesome.
exactly. And then if I'll break your balls later.
Oh, I'm still
all right.
waiting for my knife too. I might need a
So
holster for
I
that.
know. I said I'm gonna get that to him. Ow! I just said to these guys, stick up for me. What I say, Stump?
Yep, he did say that due to circumstances, something with Amazon and 2 days, this, that, or the other, trying to rape him or something.
Right.
Anyway, he did say that your
So-
knife is on the way and should be there within a couple of months.
By like August.
Couple of months.
Because if you don't have fucking, what do you call it? See, this is what I get. You know what I should have did, Stump? I should have just mailed it to
Paid
my
the
house.
$8 for Prime.
It ain't, yeah, more like 100. Should have just. It's $100 a year for Prime, dude.
Is it really?
Yeah. So, and I
It
don't
is
have the 100,
expensive.
dude. So,
I didn't know we done that shit. Damn.
so I was gonna have it just mailed to my house,
Mm.
and then I could I'll just UPS it at work and everything's kosher. But then I looked at the date that it's coming to my house. I'm like, how the fuck? And then I go back and I go, this is fucking ridiculous. So yeah. All right, now let me pick on G
All right.
Mangos for a minute.
I might get it for Christmas. Gotcha.
So G,
Well, hold on. Before you start on G,
G.
maybe you should throw in a second knife since he's having to wait so long.
but it's not my fault. Fuck you. Don't even talk to me. Every time I do a fucking knife giveaway, I got to give out 2.
I tried, Cobra. I tried,
Come
man.
on, going broke. Holy shit.
Yeah, thanks, Stump.
G Mangos. I'm gonna break your balls anyways. I understand that you understand you got sick or whatever. So I don't want to see nobody sick. I mean that your boy gets sick. I'm sorry. But I'm talking to people I haven't seen in a long time. Is G having a chat? I goes, and then I just left. I just could 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the morning. Is it up? He ain't having a chat. All right. All right. So
Well, you're gonna pick on him.
Trap
I'm gonna
is
take
moving.
up for him. Hang
What?
on. You're gonna pick on him, so I'm gonna take up for him. Okay.
All right, hey, while you're gonna do that, let me be right back in like 2.2 seconds.
Okay. Well, I was mostly gonna bust your balls to take
Oh,
up
shit, you
for
ain't
him,
picking
but
on me no more.
Okay, well, it's happening. Get over it. All right. Now, granted, G may not have shown up to his own chat, but at the very least, he had a chat up. Had the chat window for the external going there. Gave people a place to get together, shoot the shit, enjoy each other's company and all. Granted, would have been better if he'd have been there himself, but like the man said, he had things to do. And now that I've done that part, here's where I start sounding like a parrot with Tourette syndrome or some shit. Cobra, if you could run through that information one more time for everybody. I mean, I'd really like to drill that into everybody's head tonight, make it impossible for them to forget, you know?
Okay. So basically, there's an organization called activeheroes.org, and they're all about lowering the veteran suicide rate. So there's, depending on what study you look at, there's 20 to 22 veteran suicides a day. You know, I mean, we're talking about combat vets or whatever. They come back, they have PTSD, whatever the case is. And, you know, they take that permanent way out, so to speak, to a temporary problem. And Active Heroes is there to try to turn that tide. And they're one of the nonprofit fundraisers out there. And they basically build cabins and they have counseling. And if you go to their website, activeheroes.org, and I've put it out in the external a couple times, you can see they're starting to spread throughout the country. You know, they have their main places, and they're starting to spread counseling throughout the country, so it's pretty good. And it's just another way outside of the VA, because the VA can't handle all this stuff. So it's another organization that helps out. And where the Justin's Final Mission comes in, it was Major Justin Fitch. He came back. You know, he's a veteran, combat veteran. He came back, and he actually was on the brink, and he's one of Ebomi's friends, and he's on the brink. He was on the brink of committing suicide. He almost did it, and that's how he got involved with that organization. You know, he got helped, and so then he decided he was going to dedicate himself to helping others the way he was helped out. And unfortunately, he got hit with cancer. You know, so cancer took him in the end. And after he was diagnosed with cancer and fighting it, he created that final mission of his to try to help veterans out. So that's where the name comes from. And like I said, Ebomi and several of those guys were friends of his. They knew him in person, type of thing, not just through YouTube. But you know, they got together with him and stuff. And so once he lost his battle, those guys picked up the mantle, and I'm kind of like a outer circler to that group. So I just, you know, donated whatever I could as far as my time and a few of my vids, whatever I could, you know, to try to spread the word. And that's how I got involved with it. And, you know, these guys do some cool fundraisers, like Stalker Steve knows all about. He's about to have a really cool AR-10 package. And what else was in that package? I mean, tons of stuff.
Dude, it was
tons of stuff.
Kitchen table full of stuff. He said on that video it took him over an hour to pack all that crap out of his basement.
Yeah, exactly. and that was just another way to, he did that, and he's going to do a few more builds, so to speak, gun giveaways, package giveaways, whatever. It's just a way to promote it, you know, raise a little money, and all that money and all those parts. Like, you know, I donated a part to that. You know, it's nice because none of us are rich, so we can donate just a little bit. And if everyone comes together, like on that AR-10, if you watch those vids, all those parts came from different people. Yep. And then next thing you know, you got an AR-10, you know, and you got this, that, and the other. All the little pieces come together to form the big puzzle, right? And it's really cool. Yeah. So I was pretty excited when I saw that Steve here won. I was like, holy crap, that's pretty cool.
Right on.
Pretty cool. I was hoping it would go to a good person, and it did. So that's awesome. Now, there is a curse that goes along with winning one of Ebomi's giveaways. Usually the people that win one of these, for some reason, they kind of stop making vids and they disappear.
That's what we're hoping.
Yeah. So we may not be seeing old Stalker Steve too much longer.
You let that fucker try to quit doing it. I'll make that drive. I'll force him to make a video at gunpoint.
And anybody out there, you know, Dave's Pacific Northwest Sasquatch Research. You want to put that hashtag in your vids, that's awesome. If you find any of those vids that are hashtag, usually at the end, it'll have something about it, or it'll be down in the description, about the fundraiser. The goal on that one that I showed was $15,000, and it stalled out for a little while because, I don't know, it just stalled out, and then all of a sudden, boom, someone generously kicked it back off again, and other people got involved, and now it's at 17, and it's like, why stop? Just keep going. It's a good cause. And if we get one of them big channels like Hickok to just do one little shout out,
right,
it'd be awesome. There was a cricket giveaway with Artisan Tony. All right, so that was part of it for a while, and one of the fundraisers. And people like Hickok and these big guys, they signed that little 22 rifle, that cricket. They signed it, and this was to raise money for Justin's Final Mission. But then those guys wouldn't even do a shout out. It just kills me. It's like, you put your name on this rifle that's being given away, but you won't even take 5 seconds to say the name. Okay, right. You're a little too big, I guess, and you're used to getting paid for advertising your channel, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you can also ask, is what's his name still doing it too? Plankster, 22 Plankster.
22 Plankster. Oh, that's the guy who
he planks out. He shoots fucking watermelons and everything. 22s.
Phenomenal.
Yep.
Yeah, does all the trick shot stuff.
Trick shot shit. He did one with 22 mag versus an HMR 17, and he used plexiglass, and that one I really enjoyed watching.
I think Iraqi veteran 888 or whatever it is gave a little shout out for Justin's Final Mission.
Yeah, Eric and Ted.
Yep. So there are some cool people that out there, bigger channels that are, starting to get involved, and once they see, this isn't a flash in the pan type of thing. We're serious about continuing to help veterans, because that's what it's about. We're not going away. So
and
other people will get involved.
I'd like to say, Cobra, don't sell yourself short, buddy. You did a lot of work for this project.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
A lot of work.
Let me just give a real. Let me say goodnight to the ever beautiful Sandy's Passions. Good night, sweetheart. And we'll see.
Good night, darling.
Good night. Sleep
See you in
tight.
a couple of days.
But yeah, Cobra, man, don't sell yourself short on this whole ordeal, man, because me personally, I'm subscribed to Ebomi and them, but I'll fess up, I don't watch those videos but once in a blue moon, because I don't have a lot of time to watch.
They're freaking long.
Yeah, I can't sit down to watch a 7-day long video when I've got 15 minutes. But I mean, guys like you especially, you're the reason I found out this whole thing was even out there, man.
Oh wow, cool.
So I mean, you're definitely an advocate for what's going on here, man. And I thank you for just letting me be aware of something like this.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Stump, he's about as good of a salesman as you are, buddy.
I ain't a salesman, man. I'm just a dude in the woods.
Yeah, we're just dudes trying to sell life.
Right.
Right on, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, these servicemen and women, they volunteer to go get shot at. Did you? And they come home and they're treated like dog shit, man. And like Kerber was saying, we're losing upwards of 20 plus of our veterans a day.
Right.
That ain't right, dude. These people put everything on the line to let us continue to be free.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not going to kill you or cost you your life to kick in $5 when you get a chance. Whatever you can do to help, do it. Money, time, anything. Spread the word at least.
Yeah, and every one of these guys that gets help, they usually wind up, once they're better mentally, they wind up joining the cause and helping others. So it just kind of spreads. That's what happened to Major Fitch. Same thing. He almost went there, and luckily the right person talked to him, and and I'm no counselor, but I got numbers and stuff I can give you. type of thing. The vid I just put up, and it's not a fundraiser. It's actually the Veteran Crisis Hotline. That's it's sponsored through the VA. The VA gets a bad rap, but the VA does do a lot of good stuff for veterans. And, they have this, and it's sponsored by a couple other folks. And that's in my vid I just put up today. It's kind of it's in there somewhere, but it's at the in the description as well. So, you don't always have to.
I kind of think the VA just gets overwhelmed with the numbers.
They do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. They're definitely underfunded, understaffed.
Yeah, exactly. I can tell you, like, our local VA is one of the better ones, just because we're lucky. I'm in a small town. Usually we're kind of on that cusp, like we're big enough that they have a lot of the services, but because if the town is too small, you want to put the little clinic, or you have to drive somewhere,
Yeah.
But if it gets too big, like down in Denver or something, that VA is overwhelmed. People actually come up to Cheyenne to try to go to this VA to get help with treatments and stuff. And, we're even understaffed with, especially, because it's hard to judge the mental health, how many mental health people you need, because it kind of comes and goes type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But so it's nice to have private nonprofit organizations out there picking up the mantle. I mean, think about how long we've been at war now. Conflicts, I guess you would say.
Yes.
In Afghanistan, I mean, come on.
I know, technically,
this is like this generation's Vietnam, pretty much. I mean, it's not a jungle and stuff. People were not drafted. That's good. But the conflict has stretched on for so long. We're going to be.
And that the sheer length of the conflict is actually desensitizing the public to the fact we are at war. You know?
Yeah, that's a great point.
Right on, NH Trapper. I'm sorry. Good.
People, well, my generation at least, it's difficult at first to understand. You have someone who is a veteran and they're not from Vietnam. They weren't there for the Vietnam War. Well, like you said, it's not a jungle war now. The guys are in the desert.
Yeah.
You would be amazed at how beneficial it is to a veteran. I mean, we've all seen them, the old guys, the young guys, Gulf veteran, Vietnam veteran, whatever, on their hat.
Yep.
Dude, you see these folks out in public? Take 30 seconds, 5 minutes, whatever you got. Go talk to them. Tell them you appreciate the fact they've done what the hell they've done.
Right.
Because you don't know if that guy, like Kirby just saying, his mental faculties where they're at. Just knowing someone gives a damn and is grateful for what they done could make all the difference in the world, and whether that guy ends his world that night or not.
All right, NH, no problem, bud.
Yep, exactly.
You're going to be like Ed now. You keep moving further north, for Christ's sake.
And speaking of vets, we have two wonderful vets in our room right now, and thank you both very much. Cobra.
Damn right.
Right on.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
I mean, for what you done and went through, as good or bad as it may have been, y'all are the reason I still get to take my rifles and my pistols in my front yard and enjoy the day if I want to. Speaking
of that, Richie, you're still with us, yes?
Yes, I am.
How did your boy make out?
August. He leaves again in August.
For those who don't know, and Rich, you obviously don't mind because you just said it out loud. Richie's son is being deployed in August. Supposed to be deployed. It got delayed.
Yep.
And now he's going to be deployed in August. So.
Yeah, he's in the Air Force.
He's in the Air Force.
So he's going to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Would that be Turkey?
Abu Dhabi? No, that's in the Middle East.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
My son-in-law is getting deployed to Turkey. Coming up shortly.
Yeah.
I got two. My oldest was in the Navy, so.
Wish him the best in that.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
And do please express to both of them how grateful we are, man.
I will. I appreciate it, guys.
I mean, I may be different or whatever, but to me, it's very humbling to know that someone volunteers to go through that shit.
Oh, you're fucking different, all right.
I'm trying to be sincere a minute, bitch. Shut up.
I was too.
But I mean, it's humbling to know that there are people out there that will go and go through what they know they're fixing to go through. To know that there's a very good chance they may never be able to touch American soil again. Never see their parents, their brothers, their sisters, their friends. All so that we can continue to live life the way we do.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing for somebody to do, man. It really is. And then to come home and again, like we say, get treated horrible for it. Dude, it's not right.
Well, that doesn't happen around me because someone does that to one of my boys, they'll be hurting.
Damn right.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, back in the Vietnam era and all that, there was a lot of that. I'm not saying it doesn't happen at all because, as we know, in my belief is that they don't do enough for the veterans. Okay.
Damn right they don't.
But I also think that it's a lot better when these guys and girls come home. They're not. Well, let me say it this way: I haven't seen a video, a news report, or anything like that being persecuted and shit the way they did when they came home in Vietnam.
True.
But we got to keep tabs on our
They were
lovely libtards because they would love to have it that way, I'm sure.
They were ignorant. There were some ignorant people, which I am glad that I was only like, I don't know. Vietnam ended in 1975. So when it ended in 1975, I was, 8, 9 years old? Because I remember being in first, second grade and writing letters to the guys overseas. I'm glad I wasn't 17 or 18 hearing that, because had I been 17 or 18 and hearing somebody, say the stuff that they said to veterans coming off them buses, probably would have been arrested a lot earlier in my life.
Oh yeah, a lot of those Vietnam veterans when they came home, they were getting spit on, like physically spit on, called baby killers, all this stuff because of the propaganda.
I'd have been in jail a lot sooner than I was.
Yes,
and
myself too.
It's only here in the recent years, I think, just from what I've seen, that a lot of these Vietnam veterans are actually getting health care that they deserve the whole time.
Yeah, and you're talking, like I said, you're talking from 1970.
Yeah, they didn't.
They ended Vietnam in 1975, right? So you're talking it's 25 and 17. It's 42 fucking years ago. The last people left Vietnam. 42 years ago.
And like Stump was saying, there was a lot of these guys were drafted back then. They didn't want to go fight. They didn't want to go, do this stuff. But the draft was in full effect back then, and they were getting called up. And
I had a neighbor of mine. I'll give you, for those of you that are old hockey fans, we'll see if any. I don't know if we have any out there, but I have a neighbor. Well, he's not there anymore, but I had a neighbor growing up that he was up in Canada playing hockey. He was a goaltender, and he was on the same team. He didn't play professional. He was what do you call it, juniors or whatever they call it, and he was on the same team as Ken Dryden. Ken Dryden was an NHL goaltender for years and years and years. But he got a phone call from his father, and the phone call was, they picked your number for the draft. And he says, his father said to him on the telephone, he said, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay up there, or do you want to come home? He says, see you in the morning. I'll be on the first plane home. He was on the first plane home. He went in the Army. He was a gunner on an Army helicopter that went in and dropped guys off and picked them up and all that. And then he came home less than a year because he got shot down. And a chaplain was giving him last rites. And then the chaplain saw that he moved. And then he lived because the chaplain saw him move.
Wow.
He's got a scar from his kneecap to his throat. They opened him up. He had so much shrapnel and everything else inside of him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just, you know, he was a great goaltender too. And he said, "No, fuck you. I'm gonna go home and fight for my country." You know, he didn't fucking bat an eyelash. Wasn't. Let me think about it, Dad. Let me call you in a couple of days. He says, "Dad, I'll be on the plane tomorrow."
Right.
You know.
Damn right.
Right on, NH. These days, anyways, NH Trapper says, "I get more flack for being a hunter and a trapper than as a veteran." And you know what? This is going to sound stupid coming out of my mouth. All right? But I'm glad.
Right. I was trying to fight that.
All right. But so you know that I'm not happy that you're taking shit because you're a hunter, because I'm a hunter too. I just don't trap like you do. Okay? But you know, I obviously support trapping. But you weigh the both, right? Are you going to make fun of me because you're going to break my balls because I trap and hunt? Or are you going to make fun of me because I'm a veteran? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have somebody make fun of me because you were a fucking animal fucking hater. But
well, it's hard to say you hate animals because you don't have a very high success rate on hunting. But.
I'm sorry, was there somebody talking? Rich, explain to him how here in the great state of Massachusetts, it's not like we can go out on our porch and
we don't do what he does.
Okay, explain to him that we don't have acres and acres of fucking private land that we can go and hunt on somebody's farm. Okay, we have public land. Do you know how hard it is to hunt on public land?
That's why I don't do it.
I do.
I'm in a place where I find this in my front yard.
I had to register too, Steve.
Yeah, tell them the story on that when you told me you found a shed by your pond.
Yeah, I was cutting grass and found it.
Stump texted me that, and I thought he literally found a shed with a roof by his pond. I'm like, what the hell? You didn't know you had a shed?
Well, we have occasionally found a building or two out here. Well, usually, typically find shallow impressions in the ground that are roughly 6 foot by 3 foot. Yeah.
Here's NH Trapper laughing because of you.
What?
Oh, because that's what you can't see the chat, right? He's laughing his ass off. He almost fell out of his chair. What you said to me?
About calling you a hunter because of your success rate?
Because you know what? He's the same way. He hunts on fucking private land. That's how he gets his bear. That's how he gets his deer and everything else. All right. Yeah. Go public.
One of the chosen.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Why do I have to go on public land when I have stuff like this in my yard?
Fuck off. I'm not even, I'm not talking to you.
That antler shed right there, I shit you not, was about 117 to 120 yards from my front door.
Hey, Rich.
120 yards tops.
What kills me is...
You got a sniper rifle I can borrow?
Or...
No.
I just use it for borrow. Let me see. 15 down. 10 minutes to do that, not even. Oh, 30 hours and 10 minutes I need it for.
Mike, we've seen you shoot. You're going to need it for a week.
No, sir. It's 15 hours down here, 15 hours back.
Yeah, but you're going to run out of ammo, miss, and have to go find ammo.
You. I don't miss. I only miss the turkeys.
Okay.
All right. Well, so I missed one. Shut up, asshole. I missed one turkey, one deer.
I didn't mention that. I just said you missed. I didn't say how many or anything.
I did. I missed. So what? It happens.
Does it?
Wow. You're just an asshole. Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll take deer up here any day of the week than deer down there, because our deer, our fucking babies are what our fawns weigh as much as your fucking 10-point bucks do. So
Oh, what are you, one of them faggots out of Texas now? Everything's bigger here? What the fuck?
no, it is.
It is bigger.
It is. I'm
Oh,
gonna tell you
sorry about the
something.
Texas comment, Cobra.
Our bucks around here in does. I'm telling you, our fawns right now, the fawns that were born this spring, our fawns right now weigh more than your fucking full-grown fucking bucks. What do your bucks weigh? 40 pounds?
Nah, average on a buck around here is around 210. Average
Get the
does
fuck
about
out of here. I haven't
160.
seen a fucking 210 buck come out the south unless it was fucking Texas or something like that. The fucking Carolak, East Virginia, they're all fucking put a leash on me, walking around like dogs. Get the fuck out of here.
Motherfucker, do you think that come off of something the size of a chihuahua? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, I do.
From the tip of the brow tine
That
to
don't
the
matter.
crown is over 10 inches.
That don't matter. The guy up in fucking Maine, the guy up in Maine last November shoots a fucking 270-pound fucking buck. All right. And the rack you got in your hand was about 3 times larger than the rack he had on the fucking buck.
Okay.
Go figure. It dumbfounded me. I swear to Christ, right?
Yeah.
It was like the weirdest thing, dude.
Okay, but Mike,
That rack was like this big on this fucking huge fucking deer, right? And that rack was like, it was so fucking tiny.
it's all about the minerals, man, the nutrition they're getting.
Yep.
Now, where do you think you're going to grow a bigger deer? In a fucking asphalt kingdom like you're in? Or out here in the middle of where everybody farms everything where I'm at?
We have farms out here. We got big deer in Massachusetts.
Dude, we get a lot of folks out here get paid to go hunt deer in cornfields and shit out here, soybean fields. And if you get all the right permits, that whole, bag limit of 7 per zone, 7 zones in this state, you throw that shit out the window, you can drop 100 fucking deer on one piece of land if you got the right permits.
Hey, I'll be honest. I'm gonna tell you right now. If it wasn't for the sucky gun laws we have here in this state,
Mhm.
I would absolutely. It's not that I hate this state. I don't. Because especially Western Mass, ask Richie, he'll tell you. Western Massachusetts is fucking beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful out there.
It is. It really is. I mean, Craig Dweller's still there, he'll tell you. But if it wasn't for that, like I said, the deer around here, I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you. The fucking doe are fucking 180 pounds, 190 pounds, for Christ's sake.
The wild pigs are that big down in Texas.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, everything's fucking,
They're bigger than the deer.
everything but men's penises are big in Texas.
What?
You know what
Yeah,
I
how
mean?
many you been checking out, Mikey?
That's what I was fixing to ask. How do you
And you
know
gotta
this
quit
shit?
falling from, hey, I'm
Hey.
from Texas.
But,
Line only works
right on, NH. Prepping to endure. How the hell are you? Happy 4th of July.
Right on.
Right on.
Great to see you.
Oh yeah, while I have you all here, how come last Friday I type in the internal, hey, I got to go to the bathroom, be right back. I come back and everybody's gone. You don't even wait like a minute and a half to say goodbye.
Why did you type? I didn't even see you type it in there. You know what? Because I really don't pay attention to the internal. I have a
It's
rule.
because you were gone for half a damn hour, dude. We thought you done like Mike, went and took a nap.
I told you I got drained a snake. It wasn't a half hour.
If you want, okay, because I usually hang out in the chat room. Okay, so like usually I'll tell you because you're not new, but you're all right. Usually, if somebody wants me to read something in the internal, Mikey, check the internal, please.
Oh, you can't see it at the same time?
No, I don't have them both up at the same time.
Oh, mine's like automatically on there. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know. I wish I could do it. Michelle tried to explain it to me one time. Dish tried to explain it to me one time. It's just
maybe because you're on a laptop or something.
I am on a laptop, but maybe that's the reason why.
It shouldn't be, because when I was using the laptop doing this with Mike's chat and the other one I get on regular.
Same.
It's called resizing. You make two windows that are up at the same time. You can adjust the size of the page you're viewing.
Michelle tried to teach me a long time ago when I first went on Jamie time, and I just couldn't do it. NH Trapper says, speaking of hogs, I had to cancel my Texas hog hunt. That sucks.
What?
Brother.
Dang.
That blows.
Don't worry, there'll be more hogs down there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we can always, NH, we can always take a trip to New York. They're penned, but what the hell? You know.
Are you going grocery store hunting now? What the fuck?
I know, right?
Yeah, he gets his off of aisle 1C.
Yeah. Stand 3, aisle 1C.
No, it's not really penned, but they're what do they call it?
Yes, sir, Mr. Lucia. We need to get you in this stand by 8 in the morning because the feeder goes off at 8:15.
Well, it's the same thing as when you hunt over a feeder. What the fuck's the same? What sells the difference?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I don't
when you train a deer to come to a feeder, right? And that's the same thing. So what the fuck's in my opinion?
Yeah. And training a deer to go to a feeder is real simple. It's just like training your dog.
I'm thinking yes.
Pavlov proved that. It's a proven fact. Pavlov done that with the dog and the bell. You ring the bell, feed the dog, and then after a while he could ring the bell and the dog would start drooling. Same shit.
Cool.
Like boobies.
Make sure it's not. Just checking. Good night.
Might be a false alarm, but when I see him, I start drooling.
Yep. Yep.
Indeed, sir.
Holy hell, that's loud.
And it's like Ron White said in his comedy routine, once you've seen one pair, you'll want to see them all.
Sorry to hear that, NH. I know where you are. I've been there, done that, and Stump.
Yeah.
Are you having a gun sale anytime soon?
No, I never sell a gun.
I don't have to go to South Carolina. That's right. Your ass is coming up here in fucking February. And if it ain't,
yes,
I'm telling you right now, I'm giving our southern brother, okay, fucking C4 to fucking whoosh.
Mikey, I don't want to bust that bubble for you, but I think I got easier access to said material than you do. I got a blast screw working for me right now.
Yeah. But you know my point, right?
Yeah, I'll be there. That is the plan.
Well, looks like you're gonna have to bring up a certain SIG with you.
Yeah, I think I put that one back together. I'm not sure. I think I did.
Put it back together. Bring it in pieces. I'll mail it to Richie. He'll put it back together for me.
Dude, they're stupid simple to go together.
Right?
But I don't have any other tools to do that.
You don't need
You got them
tools.
right there, cocksucker. Both of them.
Your hands.
It's easier to drop a SIG than it is a 1911 as far as tearing one down, putting them back together. And any monkey can put a 1911 back together.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Right? All you're missing is the tail and the banana. And a little bit of fur.
I'm seeing how I went to the internal because
Ain't nothing going on in the internal.
Hey, Mikey, you muted yourself there somewhere in the process with the cord on your headset.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Yeah.
NH, are things all right there, buddy?
What's the matter with an H?
What I don't know. I'm trying to find this out. See, this is
He's
what happens when I
about
go to
to
the.
experience the single life.
Oh, I did not know that, NH.
Oh, hell.
And,
I'm not sure if congratulations or condolences are in order, but whichever
Sorry,
one you
dude.
prefer.
Sorry, man.
Stumpy said it was a mutual thing, so.
Okay. Well,
You got my number, so if you ever want to.
right. And if you decide you need a little time off from that particular area, do what you need to arrange a time from work. Come down here and we'll set you up with some hunting, fishing, camping, whatever you need to take your mind off of it. And if you drink, by God, we got some shit around here that'll blow your socks off.
Speaking of NH, did I ever tell you guys? All right, so you guys all know that me, NH, Working Class Woodsman, and Randy Rodko, and the one and only my southern brother, the Fat Man. We all went ice fishing up north. You guys all know that. You saw my video, and video, NH's video.
Yeah, we gave you shit because Chad made it all the way up there and you didn't even know it.
Yeah, fuck you. So let me tell you what happens, right? So I get there first. Okay, I didn't go to Ed's house. I met them at the lake, and so I'm walking down onto the ice with NH Trapper. NH, seriously, what was it? Not even 5 minutes after we met. Where is he? Is he still here?
Were you begging for the bear chili 5 minutes after meeting the man?
No, but I'll get to the bear chili in a minute. Although I'm going to tell you something about the bear chili. The bear chili was fucking. You won't have another better. You won't have better bear chili than what we had. Anywho, so I don't think it was 5 minutes after NH and I introduced to each other, and we're walking down onto the lake, and I think it might have been 5 minutes. Anywho, and I look at him and say, "Hey, did you bring your lure with you?" Mikey, did you really says to me? Mikey, did you really just say that?
Damn.
Let me tell you something. NH is a cool dude. They all are.
He just shot you the bird.
Yeah, give me the bird. He's a cool dude, though. I'm telling you.
Awesome.
Stump, if Stump, you come up, you'll see Stevie. If you can come out, you'll see anybody that wants to ice fish. Richie, do you ice fish?
No.
No. You want to learn how?
Nope.
No.
No.
Not an ice guy.
You sound like a southerner.
I was fixing to say that. Now, here's a man that's from up north and has the option to do this on a regular basis, and he was real quick on that. I mean, it's like you asked him if you wanted to cut his dick off. Nope.
No.
I mean, you didn't even finish your question, and he was already saying no to both counts.
But
Yeah, I'm good on that.
it's an absolute freaking fun freaking time. And we did. We had a great time. And we didn't cut shit, Well, Ed caught the trout. It was a little bit too small, and my southern brother caught the cusk. But NH and I caught shit. But like I said, we shared the beer chili, so we didn't give a rat's fuck.
Right? You guys keep fishing. We'll finish this up.
Yeah, that's why they didn't catch shit. They were in the little ice cabin eating
we were in
freaking
the
bear
shanties
chili
just
all day.
we had the fucking heater going. Of course, we had the heater going because that's where we cooked. That's where we warmed up the fucking chili. Yeah. So anybody listens to this chat, okay, or watches our videos or anything like that, it is an absolute open invitation. If you've ever ice fished or you want to learn how to ice fish,
Out come the freaks.
or you come up,
Yep. So I
you
was
just want to
thinking,
come up, you just want to come out and hang out, come with us.
assless chaps optional.
Wrong.
Now you see,
Oh, you
that's
gotta have them.
just like a Texan. You see, because us Northerners, we don't do that shit,
What? You got full chaps,
huh?
leather, full leathers, or what?
Wow, I don't own a bike.
Yeah,
No,
leather
I
with the zip,
chaps.
mask
They
with
say,
the zip.
I own full leathers, but not for the reason Cobra's talking about.
Right? I don't
We're
own
talking
a
about a
bike.
nice intimate ice fishing, vacation.
I'm telling you right now. You would
I
think
don't.
somebody. See,
No
you're
cuddle
from, you,
seats.
you see, you're a southerner. You don't get the ice fishing experience, so you wouldn't understand.
Am I a Sudna?
You're a
I'm a
southerner
Westerner.
because you're from fucking Texas.
I'm a Texan then.
All right, so you're
Uh,
southern. Texas is south of fucking Massachusetts. You're a southerner.
What
Yeah.
about if I live in
You're one of
Wyoming?
the
Texas.
you're one of the original 13 there in Texas. So yeah, you're Southern.
What's
No,
someone-
but I'm just saying that if you it's just a great time. So let either me or working class woodsman or an H, let one of the three of us know. And
Oh. Yeah, for the whole ice fishing trip, I'm probably going to bring like the that nickel plated Mossberg.
okay, you're just being a douche.
No, I don't have a fucking ice auger, so I got to be able to make a hole. So I figure 1 ounce slugs, 18-inch barrel,
Yeah.
that make a hole.
You saw the ice auger. You saw Chad using the ice auger.
Do I have an ice auger?
You don't
No.
need an ice auger. We have one.
All right.
Post hole digger will work.
Let me tell you something.
Mikey,
I'm still bringing the Mossberg. I don't give a shit.
Mikey, just so you know, we have ice fishing where I'm at.
I know you do.
I mean, you guys ain't got the,
I know you do.
you
You
know,
guys ice fish till like fucking April.
I don't know if the fish is as good as there, but I have
bet
seen ice fishing going on here.
I bet you the fish is just as good out there as it is here.
All fries up, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, from the way Mike's talking about the last excursion, it don't sound like the ice fishing was really great.
G Trapper wants to know. G Trapper wants to know where I draw the line on Northerners and Southerners. Let me put it to you this way, all right?
Depends on his mood.
I live 16 miles north of Boston. I'm about no, I'm sorry, I apologize. I grew up 16 miles north of Boston. I live about 30 miles north of Boston. I am approximately where I sit right now. I am approximately maybe 2 miles from the New Hampshire border. All right. So anybody southern than that, south of me than that, you're a southerner.
Oh,
Yeah.
So if you live in Rhode Island, you're a southerner. You live in Connecticut, you're a southerner. NYC, southerner.
Yeah, but I can
Philly,
I can
southerner.
get to Canada in less than an hour. What
No, you're not a southerner. You're a northerner because you're northwest of me.
yeah. What's
And
the?
so isn't Cobra. Cobra's northwest of me also.
Oh, nice.
But he still talks with his Texas accent.
Come on, y'all.
yeah, you do.
Okay? So
It's
Ooh, I just made it. I'm about 2 miles from the Connecticut border.
you're a southerner.
Well, Richie,
Richie
it makes
is
you feel
Southerner.
better.
Richie's good people.
Yeah, Richie, if it makes you feel better in my book, you're still a Yankee. You're above the South Carolina, North Carolina border.
Mhm.
All right.
No. Seriously though, on a serious note, G Trapper, what do I consider a Southerner? I would say from Maryland down. You know what I'm saying?
Now, say New Jersey. We don't want them neither.
Nobody wants New Jersey.
Oh, sweet.
Anybody see the governor of New Jersey, Christy?
No.
See the
On the
news?
beach?
On
Yeah.
the beach.
He closes
Got a
the beach
government
down.
shutdown. They got a government shutdown in New Jersey, and the governor has a mansion on the beach. And somebody took a plane, and him and his family were the only ones on the beach. No lie.
It's so messed up. Like, he shuts down the beaches, and then him and his family go enjoy a nice open beach.
No, he didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
I'm telling you, he did. Yep.
Yeah.
He can't do that.
And he's smiling.
Happy.
And he's a governor?
For now.
Not no more.
I mean, he's had so much bad press. I don't know how he was even governor to begin with. But I don't
And
live
what's-
there. So.
He's a Jersey guy?
Yeah, he's only got a 15% approval rating.
Hang on. Who just said they're from Jersey? Prep to Door, you're from Jersey.
Hi, I'm from Jersey.
My
Hi.
apologies.
Governor Christie.
Wow.
Christie.
That's unreal.
17% approval.
Prepping to, yeah, that's
he
what
says,
prepping
yeah.
to 17 or so. Yeah, how's he gonna make out next term?
Yeah.
I think he's given up at this point. He's just like, this is it.
Fuck,
I'm closing
Preppin,
the
you-
beach down. I'm going to enjoy this. I ain't getting back in.
You're right.
That's what it seems like.
Clear the beaches.
Are there any beaches really in New Jersey? In Jersey though, Prepping? No, just kidding.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I had to. You guys do have a good hockey team though.
Well, if we're trying to find something to complement New Jersey, there's one place there that I think is downright nice. I know that's hard to believe there's anything really nice in New Jersey, but they got a place out there called the Pine Barrens.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful fucking country, man.
Oh, Preppin's a Philly guy. I'm sorry, Philly. I mean, I'm sorry, Preppin. I didn't say you're in Philly. Oh, there's way too many things I could say right now. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. I watch a guy up there YouTube channel, One Lonely Farmer, and he farms in New Jersey like 5,000 acres or something.
I was watching a back in the day when I used to watch the hunting channel. They were hunting in New Jersey, and it's like I call them suburban deer. So they're in this guy's backyard and they're shooting deer, and they go through this fucking community, like this neighborhood, and the deer went, they're tracking the deer through the fucking neighborhood on the sidewalk. I'm fucking pissing myself laughing.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, if you're gonna do a couple of cooking things, don't do the beer chili. I don't want people getting,
Beer
Well,
chili.
first you got to get a bear.
Speaking of which, shoot another beer because I'm getting kind of hungry.
Oh, bear. I thought you said beer chili.
No,
You said
beer is
bear?
beer.
Yeah.
Beer
Yeah.
is beer.
Oh.
Yeah. Bear.
Yeah.
Big critter can turn you into a turd.
Big black thing, about this big,
Yeah.
teeth,
I
claws,
was just having trouble understanding that northern accent.
rip your ass apart.
Hell
type
yeah.
Thing.
Like I said, that's one of the few critters there that can turn you into poop. You got
Oh,
to
yeah.
give it a little bit of respect.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That'd be sweet though if NH does that.
Heck yeah.
Beer breakfast sausages and duck egg wrap.
Oh,
Now you're making me fucking
Did you
hungry.
say something about the Pine Barrens?
yeah. Yep.
Wife is from the Pine Barrens. That's where she grew up, in that area.
Oh, nice.
Top Jersey.
Got a buddy of mine. That's where he spent a little bit of time and came down here. The entire family is originally from Dublin, but he ended up moving back to Jersey a couple of years ago. Poor bastard. And my experience with Jersey. That's the one place I've seen there that I could go back to and stay for months on end, man. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, just like anywhere else. Jersey has its beautiful areas. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
I like. I went.
A lot
I
of
went
fun
to.
for you, so.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I went to Atlantic City. I had a blast. I had an absolute blast in Atlantic City. You just couldn't walk off the boardwalk, is all.
No way I could go to a place like that. I'd be in jail freaking 10 minutes.
Oh, we had a grand time.
He's just hitting people.
But,
That many people, dude. I'd be in a cold sweat, huddled in the corner, threatening anything that came within 30 yards.
Right.
Atlantic City's not that busy anymore, though.
no, not because he's president. Yeah, it is. No, you're right, prepping. It's, and I'm talking. This was shit. This is in the '90s, early '90s, something like that. Early '90s. Yeah, probably early '90s. Yeah, many casinos are dead. You know what they're doing? They're building a brand. What's his name out there? Wynn? Is that his name? Who's the Vegas? Who's the Las Vegas hotel guru? Is it Wynn Casinos or Casino Guy? Excuse me. Hooligan, nice to see you, my brother. Happy 4th. Great to see you. Haven't seen you in a while.
Just watched his video.
Is it Wynn? Is it WINN? The casino guru? What the fuck's his name? Anywho, they're building a brand spanking new one, right? And they call it, they'll say Boston, but it's not Boston. It's called Everett, Mass. Actually, I think a little bit of it's in Everett, a little bit it is in Boston because it's right on the thing. Right near Charlestown, Mass. You guys ever heard of Charlestown, Mass? Bunker Hill Monument, shit like that. That's where it's going.
No, I never heard of none of that.
Right. You know where it's going, don't you?
Yeah, and it is Wynn. I think what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's fucking enormous, too. I still think they couldn't have put it in a stupider spot.
They were going to put one. They were going to put one in Brimfield, and the only entrance and exit was going to be off of the Mass Pike, and they shut it down. It would have been a perfect place. There was going to be no entrance from Route 20 and nothing. You had to go down the Pike to get there.
All right, folks, I got to dip out. I'm going to shoot off some fireworks with the kids. And,
All right.
Woo-hoo!
Enjoy.
Oh, I'm glad you can do that. We can't do that in Massachusetts.
We can't do that.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, Lord.
it's limited what we can actually do here, but we can do some.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pop a few off.
Well, let's put it this way. Legally, you can't.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Can you own a slingshot in Wyoming?
Oh, yeah.
You can't own that here neither.
Man, they legalized everything here. They were going off so loud, I thought somebody was beating on the side of my garage today.
Well,
They should do it at least, in all these places, it should be legal on the 4th and then, shut it down. Because around here, it's like, it kind of pops off throughout the month and even before. But most of them that are shot are not legal because inside the city limits, you're not supposed to shoot them higher. Ones that like go up and explode, you're not supposed to shoot those. It's supposed to be ground stuff within the city limits. And it's like I think $300-something fine when they catch you, and they do drive around. We got shut down last year, and but yeah, they should just all right, everyone do it on the 4th, and then that's it.
Right.
Let people have their fun.
Oh.
Damn it.
As far as the legal standpoint, I'll fess up. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not affiliated with any lawyer or anything like that. This is just, country boys' advice. Remember this. Nothing in this world is illegal until you're caught or you leave a witness.
Yeah, they
True.
do. Yeah, they do have to catch you in the act, basically.
Yeah,
Yes.
well,
That's why we got hit with the warning. The cop came around. It's like, "Are you shooting fireworks off?" And there's a whole group of us like, "What do you mean? We got like fireworks stuff everywhere." He's like, "Don't do it."
Here's how jackass backwards we are here up in Massachusetts. Okay, you have to wear your seatbelt. Okay,
Mm.
you cannot buy a slingshot. We already know about the guns you can't have. Okay, you can't have fireworks, but you know what you can do? You can get high as a motherfucker, smoke all the fucking weed you want, and that's okay.
You know what? I draw the line.
Better wear that seatbelt.
I draw the line on the seatbelt. If I don't want to wear a seatbelt, I'm not wearing it.
I don't wear mine,
I don't either.
Right.
but how fucking dumbass backwards can you be? We want you to be safe. You need to wear your seatbelt. You need to have a helmet on your head driving a motorcycle. Right? We want to be safe. We're gonna outlaw every fucking other gun known to man.
Right.
Okay?
I personally
Want
don't
you to be
think wearing
safe.
a helmet is a bad idea, though.
Smoke a joint and have fun.
Uh,
You know what I mean? And it's just like, but we can smoke weed. How fucking retarded do you have to be? It's just, I don't know.
And with that, I'll say cheers to y'all.
All right, man.
Good night.
Have a happy Independence Day. Stay safe.
Enjoy.
And boom.
cheers, Gabriel.
Speaking of seatbelts, has anybody ever seen seatbelts? Because my new truck has it in the rear.
What is it?
Inflatable seatbelts. It's like your airbag system
Yeah.
in the back. I
Yep.
was like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, there's bags built into the seatbelt.
Yep.
Now, let me ask you this: on your new truck, did you get the nice bright fluorescent orange seat belts, or are they still putting black ones in the new vehicles?
No, they're black. It's black because it's all black leather and that.
See,
I know
here's another
all
thing.
of our commercial stuff, everything's got fucking fluorescent
Well, you know
orange
why
seat
that
belts.
is?
For the damn diesel bear to rape you even better.
Yeah, no, so they can see if you have it on.
Yeah.
Simple. Just wear a safety vest with an orange stripe on it.
Right. Here's the jackass backwards thing that bothers me about Maine, though, right? So in Maine, you don't need a helmet to ride a motorcycle, but you got to wear a seatbelt. That's fucking stupid. Okay, either you know what I mean? It's like if you're not gonna make somebody wear this, if you're not gonna make somebody wear a helmet, well, you got no right telling them to wear a fucking seatbelt. You know.
I'll take that ticket all
Gerald
day
B,
long.
how are you, I'm sorry, guys. Gerald B, how are you, my friend? Happy 4th. Johnny Sola, holy fuck, how you been?
Right.
Happy 4th to you too, my friend. Great to see you. Hey, Johnny, do you want to shout out the radio thing that I can never seem to get on?
And speaking of working your butt off for Justin's final mission,
Yep.
Right. Johnny Sola 283. Gerald B says we can smoke weed here. We passed the recreational pot law. There you go. And we can carry a handgun without a permit. So here's Maine, okay? You got to wear a seatbelt, okay? But you can carry a gun openly, by the way, and smoke a doobie all at one time.
hey.
No, you can't smoke a doobie with a gun. Don't give bad information.
Unbelievable.
You can try.
E-Bomb locked and loaded.
Yeah, I guess until you get caught, you can do it.
Right.
You know, the more y'all talk about the North, the more I love living in the South.
Actually, I just told you a little while ago. I don't really have if things were different, I have a slingshot, Gerald B. I probably shouldn't say that on live fucking feed, but I have a slingshot. I bought one in New Hampshire. I'm sorry, I lied. I bought it in Vermont.
Smuggled it?
Yeah, I did. I smuggled it.
Oh, Lord, you're going to prison.
Yep, I am.
Well, you can't have a pistol, so you might as well have a slingshot, right?
Fucking right.
Yep.
Carry that in my
And you can always say it.
Come on.
You collect them. It's a collectible thing. Like all of my switchblades and shit. You can't carry them. I mean, you go to jail for them here, but I can still have them. I just have to say I collect them,
Right.
or say I collect knives in general.
I mean, it's.
I don't know how that'll work
Like
in
I
that
said,
state, but
NH Trapper said a while back, his state, when you turn 18, you don't have to wear seatbelts.
nice.
Right.
Did he say he was the only state?
Is it 18 or 16? I thought 16 and under in New Hampshire, NH.
All right, so here's another good one. When I was up in Maine a couple weeks ago, I bought a Benchmade Casbah knife. Now,
Nice blade.
I have a license to carry. Technically, I'm a felon if I carry this knife because I can't have an automatic knife in the state of Massachusetts, but I can carry a
Yep.
gun.
Yes.
Isn't it the most fucked up thing in the world?
But there are gray areas that says that I can carry any dangerous weapon. So
Yes.
technically, I can fight it and probably would win,
Right.
but be jammed up.
I think that clause does help. That's why who did I say it to one day on here? That if they had a mass LTC, that they can carry a knife. That's something that somebody like I can't. Like I wouldn't.
Yeah,
be able to carry.
it was probably me. We were probably talking about it.
Yeah, we probably was. But I that much I know only because I know a buddy of mine. Buddy of mine got stopped, and he says to the cop, he gives the cop, license and registration. He gave him his fucking gun license, and the cop says, "Are you carrying right now?" He says, "Yes, that's what I'm telling you." He says, "Okay." He says, "Is anything else?" He says, "Yeah." Well, he says, "I got my knife with me." And he says, "Where's your knife?" He goes, "In my front pocket." He says, "Do you mind if I look at your knife?" And he showed, gave the cop the knife. Cop opened it up and he goes, "I don't think this is legal." And my buddy says, "It is because of that license you have in your other hand." The cop actually went back to his car, looked everything all up. He came back, and that's when he said, "You're right." He says, "With the license,
Yeah,
you can have."
but it's a gray area, and a lot of cops won't honor it. Because I've talked to several cops, and they've all told me the same thing. Technically illegal.
If you, and I'm quite sure if you break their balls or give them attitude, I'm quite sure that there'll be an issue.
Or if they're having a bad day.
It's
even an assisted knife is illegal here.
What, this one right here?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let them take that out of my fucking pocket. What about this one?
Easy now. What are you digging for?
Right?
Right.
That was a face there.
Getting scared.
No, that's the other one's in the drawer.
I was going to say, if it takes you that long to get
the one Stevie gave me.
Be assisted.
No, the one Stevie gave me. The one Stevie gave me. It's not this one. This one you just push it from the with the thumb and it comes open. Mm-hmm. But the other one I don't think Stevie. I don't think yours is assisted, is it?
No. It's just
Johnny Sola. Somebody asked him how he's doing. He's doing well. He's having Moxie and vodka. You should probably call NH Trapper Johnny Sola. He's a Moxie guy too. You guys could have a fucking tea party with the Moxie, because I think that is the most disgusting drink you can ever put to your lips is Moxie. But good luck. But I like this knife. Let them take it away from me if they can. So that's how I look at it.
It's kind of cool. The last few years, Michigan is relaxing a lot of their laws. They made fireworks legal. No helmet law on motorcycles anymore, and they just legalized switchblades. So
yeah, we can't have switchblades.
Actually, getting better. And they're got the constitutional carry stuff in the works right now. So,
I'll tell you right now, the holdouts on that because if we all notice, well, people that own guns are all noticing it, that all these states are now going to constitutional carry. I could probably name 4 that ain't never going to happen. You know.
Maybe not going to happen with the present government.
Okay, Mass will never do it. New York will never do it. California will never do it. Jersey will never do it. I don't think Connecticut probably will ever do it either.
If they do national reciprocity, they won't have a choice. They can still deny it, but these states can go get a non-resident Utah license, and then they'll be legal to carry, even in these states.
Yep.
With that current bill the way it is.
As soon as they do that, that's when I'm going to go and get my Utah license. And I'll be a happy camper.
Yep.
Oh,
I was told within 60 to 90 days it should happen.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Because they got 288, I believe it is, in the House.
Yeah.
And they only got to persuade like 3 or 4 more senators to join on. And not that any shooting is a good shooting, but that one that happened in Virginia was to our benefit. With the, the lawmakers there that time there. What's his name? Scalise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Something like that.
Because even they want it now.
Yeah. I don't see where Okay, so let me ask you a question, Richie. That law goes into effect, right?
Yep.
Okay. How do the does that mean everybody is constitutional carry?
Yep.
Okay.
We'd get national reciprocity. So you'd be legal to carry in every state.
Mm-hmm.
But the glitch for you is they won't give you one here. So you would have to go get the non-resident Utah.
That's what I said. I would have to take that non-resident Utah class.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get one through them.
Because that's how California is going to get around it.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll find a way to fuck me.
All you got to do is persuade your wife to move 11 miles north.
Not even. 2.
And I'd go over there and buy me a phone booth just to have property in the state.
Yeah.
Go rent somebody's shed out in their backyard so you can just change your driver's license.
Yep.
Yeah, but Mass still wouldn't let me carry in this state anyways.
No.
Big luck, Daddy. How the hell are you? Welcome. Happy 4th.
God damn, I ain't seen that dude in a long time.
Yeah, so see, Steve, it wouldn't if I did that, because I was thinking about doing that. Zima, oh my God, another disgusting drink. Stevie, if I do that, right, move to New Hampshire, what have you, whatever, change the addresses. Massachusetts, when I go to Massachusetts and oh, by the way, Johnny sold out. Okay, you got it.
Hell yeah.
When I go to Massachusetts to file for an out-of-state license, I'll be denied.
Yeah.
See, and that's the one thing with that I don't agree with. And I know your situation, Mike. So for that reason, you should not be denied. I'm sorry. Just doesn't make
I agree.
sense.
I don't either. I mean, I know because they lump everything with that reason all together, and that's not fair.
No, because it's not like you
Okay.
killed somebody or
Right.
you beat
I
your
didn't put
wife.
anybody in the hospital. I didn't throw down a set of stairs. I didn't.
You did something that
No.
injured you and only you and your
Yeah.
family.
It's just they don't like that charge.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, I'm better off with the DUI charge, fighting it with the DUI charge than anything else.
Oh yeah.
You know, let me see if I still have them because you guys won't believe me, but not you guys here, but people out in the. I have on here, I believe, still. If I can get to contacts, if I can get to my main page, which it's not allowing me to. Here we go. Contacts. I have them on speed dial. The I don't know if you guys can see that. Federal Arms Bureau.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Firearms Bureau. Okay. And I periodically talk to them to see what's in. So, anyways, I'm talking to this guy, and he says, Mike, he says, give me all your give me the litany of the charges that you have on your record. That's one thing, a litany is fucking. He says, just tell me what you've been arrested for. So I told him I was arrested for. And he told me, he says, the DUI is nothing. He was especially that it was over 16 years ago.
Right.
So what's the hang up?
I told you to hang up. I'll put it in the internal.
I don't have the internal, so don't. If it's for me, don't worry.
Oh,
You'll have to text it me sometime.
I'll text it to you. But let me say it this way. Police came to my house. And I was asked to leave.
Okay.
Not this house.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they frown on that shit. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one here too.
But it's not. But see,
Mm-hmm.
the way the rule states, though, Steve, right? The way the law reads, this is why New Hampshire and Maine, okay? The law reads, if you're not a felon, okay? It reads that in Mass, too.
But they
You're not
won't
a felon.
abide by it.
The problem is, they want the state lawmakers decide they're going to tag on DUIs, domestics. If you were ever arrested with drugs and had a gun on you, and they don't care. And they don't care if you were fucking 17 or 18 years old and this shit happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
They don't give a shit. And that's what bothers me the most. Because I know fucking state troopers and local cops that have had DUIs that, because by law, a DUI is supposed to, a DUI in the state of Massachusetts after 1996. Yeah. Melanie's law. I think it's 96. After 1996, it's supposed to prohibit you from owning prohibit you from getting a license to carry. Okay. I wonder why they got one. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, the Firearms Bureau said, work around that with no problem whatsoever. Especially, it's only one, number one.
Right.
Okay, it's not like my second, third, fourth charge. All right.
Yeah.
2, it's been over 15 years.
The problem is you got to fight it though.
There's other states, okay, that Arizona, the guy was a felon, and they gave him a gun permit. Okay. He shot and killed a guy that was beating the piss out of a state trooper. And they hail him as a fucking hero. Look it up. I'm not even joking. Guy in Arizona, motorist, noticed that this fucking cop was getting tuned on. The guy was fucking being beat with his own fucking gun. He shot this guy fucking twice. Killed him. He was a felon, and they gave him a gun license. Guy out in Indiana had a horrific fucking charge. Felon. They gave him a gun license. I didn't kill anybody. I didn't beat anybody up. I didn't make anybody bleed. I didn't fucking push anybody down a set of stairs. I didn't do none of that bullshit.
The problem is they know that a lot of people are not going to fight it in court because it's going to cost them an arm and a leg.
Right.
The one guy did Richie. Was it Marlboro?
Yep.
He went all the way to the Supreme Court. But I'm quite sure that guy had a couple of fucking 15 grand in his back pocket doing nothing he could do that with.
Yep.
I don't.
Well, that's my point.
So unless I can get a fucking pro bono fucking constitutional lawyer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, those are a dime a dozen.
Right?
Right.
Uh-oh.
What?
Daryl B says fire trucks are going past his house.
As long as they're going past your house and not stopping at your house.
Right.
Gerald's up in God's country in the Maine. But I'm gonna, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, like I said, like you said, Richie, they passed this. They have no choice.
Yeah.
Unless they make, unless they do something to make it where they have to. You know what I mean? Unless, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless they make it to where I can't. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I'll be nice with those. I'll even register those. I said to my wife, I said, "You're gonna force me to," because if I move to Lowell, I go, "Shit." She goes, "What?" I goes, "Honey, I got to change everything now. I got to change my address on my FID card and all that, and then he's going to want, do you have guns? And then when I say, yeah, he's going to look it up. Oh, they're not registered.
But
don't say anything.
No, I'll just fucking, because, which I don't have to, I'm supposed to go online.
Yep.
It's not unlawful if you don't. I don't have to go to a police department and fill something out and say I own shotguns.
Yeah. So you're moving to Lowell?
I might.
Ooh.
That's what I said. So
I still can't get over the fact that they require you to register a fucking gun.
Okay, it's not all right. So technically the way you and I look at it, right, it's registering a gun. However, technically it really isn't, because my opinion is that when they call the FBI like when I bought my shotguns and they call the FBI and is he a felon? Nope. Okay, he's clean. Yep. Boom. I got my shotgun. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They already know I own one now. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
Okay.
but all the stuff we acquire through private sale,
But
they
when
don't know shit about, and they don't need to know shit about it.
well, when I bought that shotgun, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to go online and go to this site. And,
It's an EFA 10 portal.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Richie. You explain it.
Yeah, so it's an online site that we have in Massachusetts, with the state of Massachusetts, and they have what's called an EFA 10, and you've got different sections. So, say Mike has a license to carry, and I have a pistol I'm selling. He can come right to my house, and we can do it right on my iPad, fill out the paperwork. As long as he's still good with the state of Massachusetts, I can transfer that firearm to him right in my house. And we can do that, I believe, 4 times a year. Now, there's other situations, like when I bought my Glocks, we can go online and we can build it, because we technically can't have them here, but I can get them from other places. And you get the frame from, say, an FFL, which is legal to do. And then the rest of the pistol comes to my house. I do what's called the build, like we were just talking about putting that SIG together. Same thing like with that. Then I go online and I have to register that pistol within 10 days. Now I'm legal and I get around all the bull with the Glock. But like what he's saying, if he gets something that he has, he would have to go online and register it. And you just put the information, you got to put the serial number, all that. So, yeah, technically, they know what we have. They know exactly what I got in my house.
See, I understand what both of you are saying, but to me, it seems wrong that you're required to register it at any level. If you buy it new, you went through the background check or whatever. Yeah, I understand that. That's federal government BS and bureaucracy. Okay. But like what you're saying, as I'm understanding it, let's say you sell Mike a handgun, even if it's one that's, mass compliant.
Yep.
Y'all got to sit down and fill out paperwork saying you sold a gun to him.
Yes.
And then he has to turn around and register it as he bought it. So you don't do that shit here.
Yeah.
There's nothing illegal as long as I'm not a quote-unquote violent felon.
Yep.
I can go to my next door neighbor and buy a gun from him.
Let me play devil's advocate, though.
Yeah.
So somebody comes to you, all right, and they say, yeah, I'm not a violent felon. And you sell them that pistol. How do I know? And now you're handing over a weapon that was in your name. So with me personally, I'd rather have our system, just because I know that when I do that check, that I know that he's legal to have that as a personal transfer in our state. You follow what I'm saying?
So like if Richie doesn't know who I am, Stump, right? If Richie doesn't know who I am, all right. Granted, it's different that he doesn't know who I am now, but if let's say he doesn't know who I am, I can be any fucking one under the rules in South Carolina. I can be a fucking serial killer. Okay, and I'm gonna go fucking kill 5 people, and with the gun I just bought from him.
I understand what you're saying. It just
that's my only little hang up with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, as soon as like Richie said, we go online and it says, okay, Mike DeLucia can, you can, what it basically, okay. It says, you put my shit in there. Oh, there goes a quarter. That was probably a half a stick of dynamite. It'll say that I'm quote unquote legal to have a gun.
Yeah, he's legal. He has an LTC that's valid, basically.
Right. It just come out and say valid LTC.
Because I've done 2 of them. I sold a SIG 938 to a guy, and then I sold one of my best friends, the Shield 9mm that I had. And both times we did this. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. It's not a hard process. And we have PIN numbers. So it's not even like the guy needs to know my license number. I need to know his.
Right.
He puts the info in, and you put your PIN number in.
Of course, I forget
And then
mine.
the computer's going to say it's either a or a nay, you know?
Right.
Of course, I forget my PIN number. 96 something. I don't know. I got to call the fucking bureau again.
I put it in my iPhone. It's in my notes.
I think that's what I'm going to do when I call the bureau, find out what it is, and I'll just because this friggin' strip don't work.
Yeah.
Do I have my wallet with me? Oh, there goes another quarter stick, half a stick of dynamite. So Stump, they give us one. They give me this anyways. I don't know what Richie's looks like, but if I can find the fucking thing. So beat up my wallet, you can't really. Oh, there it is. So Richie, I don't want to. Is my shit on here?
Just put your hand over your address and all that. Your thumb.
Yeah, we'll do it this way.
Yeah.
So that's my FID card. Okay.
Yeah.
And and on the back of that is a strip that was supposed to be able to tell in my fingerprint. There's nothing on the back of that, right?
No.
In my fingerprint. Fine. All right. And none of that shit worked out well. It was a good concept, but it never. I mean, this thing's falling apart. Look at it's peeling, and this is good to 8/21/2018. So by next summer, I got to renew this.
Make sure you do it 6 months early.
We do that long before. I'll probably do it when I move. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard stories of them up to 6 months.
Now that card gives you
so my card
permission to buy a gun.
Right. Well, here's what that card that I just showed you, and Gerald B, to answer your question, if Gerald B want to know what an FID card was. All right. So my card is different than Richie's. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what the difference is. I can go into any Massachusetts gun store, gun shop. Okay. And I can buy anything that's not high powered for a rifle or shotgun and ammo, and that's also ammo. Okay. So I can buy any shotgun I want. Okay. But I can only buy up to Richie 308.
Oh, I'm not even sure about that, Mike, with an FID.
I think it's 308. I know I can buy a 22 and a 117. I know I can buy those. I think it's the 30 cals that I can't buy on the FID card. Also, too. All right, so have so if, let's say I don't know if I was talking to you, Stump, about this or somebody else one night, but so let's say I had the remember we were talking to Mr. Tolley one night, and he said, was it Mr. Tolley that said he had the 44 Marlin? The rifle.
Right.
Okay. Technically in Massachusetts, I couldn't buy the ammo for that because it's high powered, considered high powered.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So with this card, I can buy, 12 gauge, 20 gauge, 16 gauge. Like I said, 22 HMR 117. The only thing I can't, I believe it's the 30 cals that I can't buy, 30 cal and up.
Can you buy 223 and 5.56? Yeah.
And that's the ammo too. In other words, I can't go to Walmart. Let's say I'm in Walmart and I call my kid brother and I say, hey, I'm in Walmart. Now he's got the shield that Richie was just talking about, right?
Right.
I can't buy him the ammo for that.
Nope. But he can drive 2 miles and go to New Hampshire.
I can go 2 miles and go to New Hampshire and buy any goddamn thing I want. And the only place that they ask you a license is in Walmart. They'll say,
Yeah.
are you a New Hampshire resident? And sometimes I go like this, and sometimes I go, and then most of the times they'll go, don't worry about it.
Dude, that is the
So-
craziest fucking shit ever.
So you see, people in New Hampshire that work at Walmart are nice to us. And except, what did I just find out about Walmart that I thought was kind of silly? They don't sell what? I was just in the, they won't sell me. I can buy ammo in Walmart, New Hampshire, Richie,
Yeah.
but I can't. They won't, because we're out of state. They won't sell us a gun.
They won't sell me a gun then either. Well, they would
Yeah.
sell me they would sell me a
No, they
rifle.
won't. No, they won't. No, they won't. They're not. Walmart does not. New Hampshire.
Really?
New Hampshire Walmarts do not sell to out-of-staters. You have to be a resident to buy a gun in Walmart now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found that out about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
But so it's kind of silly, it's kind of silly that, like, let's say Richie and I get together, which we got to do one of these days anyways.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to Richie's going to take me out to the range where he's at, all right? And I can't even say, hey, Rich, what can I bring you? I can't even say, I'll bring you a couple of boxes of 9. I'll bring you a couple of boxes of fucking whatever for you, 308. I'll bring you, I can't do that.
Damn.
Yeah, that's very.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to get a little bit of sleep before I go get in the truck in the morning if we get to work. So I'm going to tell y'all I'll see you later. And, just before I leave, I hate to sound like I'm beating on a dead mule here, but for anybody that didn't hear it earlier or wasn't here earlier when we were talking about it, Justin's final mission. Steve, if you'll take over, or you or Mike, either one, Richie, and just remind everybody that one more time, I'd be grateful for that. But I am out of here. Y'all be good. Have fun. Take
Good
care.
night, Stump.
We're not going to be too far
Independence Day.
behind you because I got to go to work.
Yeah, no, I got to get to work too.
Right.
Have
Y'all be
fun,
good.
brother.
Let me see. Gas coming in, gas pumps are all over. Country line logging, how the hell are you? Good county line logging, how the hell are you? I know 308 is a 30 cal, I understand that. I might have said it ass backwards, but yeah, so you guys heard Stump. For those that weren't there, please go to hashtag Justin's final mission. I know you don't, Gerald B, I know you don't need a card to buy a gun. Some parts of me are, I guess because I'm born in Massachusetts, right? I guess half of me is tugging on one side and the other half says, fuck you, I should be able to walk in and buy a gun. The only problem with that is that, like I was just saying, the Stump, right? Is that you walk in a gun store, and because let's say you're a Mainer, so you walk in a Maine and they don't do any backgrounds, and you walk in and you're the next fucking Jeffrey Dahmer, except with a gun, right? That's the only. I wish they could figure out a way, but make it fucking quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make them wait. Don't make anybody wait a week. Okay, don't make them wait 4 days. Like when I went and bought my shotguns, they called the FBI. They were standing in front of me when they called the FBI. No, he's not a felon. No, he doesn't have any whatever charges on him like that. No, what do you call it? Violent, shit like that. If it could be done that day, then that's fine, Gerald B. Now, making a person wait 6 months is disgusting. Making a person wait a month, to me, is disgusting. Okay? I think a background check shouldn't take more than, I don't know, what, an hour?
The last background check I did When I bought my 1911, took less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, because you live in a state where you can do that.
Well, they called the FBI like every other state.
Well, we technically don't have a hold here. If I go in to buy a firearm and everything checks out, I walk out with it. If something pops up, then we could get put on a 3-day hold.
Yeah,
and I can
but
handle
when you
a 3-day hold.
But when you go for your license, right?
We do the background check then.
But we do the background check when we get our license, and then how long you wait for your license?
Oh,
Forever.
Some people, 6 months. I mean, I waited like 7 weeks.
Forever. You shouldn't have to.
They technically have 4 weeks to do it in the state, but it takes longer.
Yeah, nobody's got the balls to fucking.
Who's gonna piss them off? Because when you renew, that chief is the one that's gonna sign off. Just like the open carry thing we talked about before. Yes, technically it's legal, but you got pissed in the chief's Cheerios.
Exactly.
Have him say in 5 years, "Oh no, well you're a nuisance. No, you can't have it." No, you're not.
And this is my thing, like I said, I'm moving to Lowell, and I shouldn't say I'm definitely moving. I shouldn't do that, right? So there's a good chance I might move to Lowell. And I already forewarned the wife. I said there won't be any of this. The ammo is next to the fucking shotgun. Okay, the ammo will be in the fucking shotgun if I move to Lowell.
Yeah. Lowell's not a good town for you people that don't know Massachusetts.
I mean, it's not the hood, but it's.
Let's put it to you this way: the chief of police in Lowell makes you write an essay to get a license to carry.
Right. And my buddy did when he lived in Lowell.
What?
And he wanted to write, why should I give you this license to carry? And he wrote, he wrote one sentence.
Yeah, for all lawful purposes.
For all lawful purposes, and that's all he wrote.
That's all we have to write.
Yeah, slightly better than Lawrence. Pretty much, Johnny. There are great sections of all this, the Highlands and the Belvedere. But, I mean, I don't know. I just don't want any issues, and it's the city. It's, I think there's 80,000 people live in that fucking town or some shit like that.
Yeah.
70-something thousand people live in that town.
Yeah. No, it's a big city. I mean, it's one of the biggest in the state.
So, I don't know. I'm not really a city guy. I mean, I know that, compared to some of you guys, I'm a city guy because I live in a town of 35,000 right now. And a lot of you might think that's a big city and all that because I have, right, Gerald B will tell you, in my town here, which is almost pretty much 35,000, I have as many people in my town here as a major city in Maine. So, I do. Bangor, Maine has 35,000 or 30,000 people in it, something to that effect. But I'm not. It's not that I love the city. See, I'm one of those guys. It's just I don't have it in between. I love the woods, but I also like downtown Boston. I just don't want to live there. You know what I'm saying? And I might have to do that now. I don't want to, but it's a money thing, It's, my town and what I can afford, it's a little pricey for me, to buy a house, You know, she don't want to rent. You know, so. I was through Springville the other day there, Mr. Johnny Solera, South Solar 283. I went right by the Springville, what do you call it, hunting club. Gun club, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But at any rate, all right, you guys, listen. It's 11:35 on the East Coast. I gotta get up at 6:30. I know Richie's got to get up.
Yep.
I got to get up.
Stevie's got to get up. And I know you guys all got to get up to go to work. Joe B says, Mikey, come up here. I'll let you shoot at my range. Just open the living room door and start shooting. That's Stump
Awesome.
Jr. It is. It is.
500 feet from a dwelling in this state.
500 feet from a dwelling in this state, 300 in New Hampshire and Maine. And the direction of the bullet has to be going the opposite way of that dwelling. Although New Hampshire, I don't know if Maine has it. Johnny Solar or Gerald B, tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Maine has it, but I don't know if New Hampshire does. That's without permission of the owner.
Same here too.
Is it? Is it the same
Yep.
here? Okay.
Yep.
So I could technically hunt within 300 feet of somebody's house as long as they said, yeah, I don't give a shit. That's my
Yep.
land. Hunt on.
Well,
You
you'd
know
want to
what I mean?
get it in writing.
Oh, absolutely. And anytime you're gonna be hunting or shooting or whatever, you're gonna want everything in writing.
Yep.
But all right, you guys, we're gonna get out of here. Bird Dog, always a pleasure seeing you, sweetheart.
Go watch that vid, Mike.
Johnny Solar, great seeing you, County Line Logging. Much appreciated. You guys out in the you silent commenters. Always good. Always good that you guys are watching this chat and watching the vids. Much appreciated. We're gonna get the hell out of here. We'll see you all Friday night. All right. Thanks a million for coming by, guys. Much appreciated. Peace.